By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Tonight, we'll have the final 2 games of this kickoff weekend, and we begin with a great one here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tennessee Titans. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go to wrap up the week on a Monday night. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got him in. Complete. So the penalty rightfully declined. They'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? In the end, though, doesn't matter. Still a completed pass.
After the penalty, it's Henry. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
They'll give Henry another shot. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm a little...
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So this home crowd not too enamored with what they saw right there. They wanted their guys to go for it on 4th and goal. They settled for the field goal try, Charles. Ultimately, they get nothing.
Yeah, it turns out that they were correct. I thought the decision to take the 3 was the right one. But because of the miss, it's real easy to second guess now.
Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They go play action with Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Play action. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. This is caught at the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing is Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. He was out there waving his arms. When you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Henry running right. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it again. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. Now it's Jackson. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Now Jackson on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. To throw again is Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape for the 1st and goal.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Touchdown! Bryan Edwards. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard short of getting in the end zone as a former defender, you know it hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
Not only does it hurt, the laughter in film is going to be intense. You are going to get jumped on for not making it all the way to the end zone.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, Willis. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Willis. And it's hauled it, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here, punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah, and that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 35 yards. And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this first half. Tucker with the extra point, and it is 28-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Yo. Over here playing this game. They didn't get this nigga a lot of
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Yeah, he done fumbled 3 times on
spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where,
like, every time he gets held up, I mean, I'm going for the script. And he's not even, like, throwing interceptions or nothing. They just stripping the ball from every time.
This two-show pass, and it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted.
Come on. There we go. Come on, rookie. Come on, rookie.
And the Ravens
Come on, Rook.
He gets this up past
That's what I want to see, baby.
That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that,
over
the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going
Lamar just overthrew Mark
After
Andrews
the
for the
incomplete
most
pass here
open
now is 2nd and 10.
target you will ever see in
Jackson.
his career.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Take that use and take away all that middle stuff so we can just.
They go play action now. Jackson flushed out right. And that's caught. It's Brian Edwards. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 41-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Goodness gracious, Lamar.
Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's 2 touchdowns that you missed.
This one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
He's going to let it go again. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
You suck, Lamar.
Anthony Averett picks it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Lamar overthrew 2 touchdowns on that drive. One of the most open niggas you will ever see in your career.
Where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
I ain't even mad at it. Hell, like I said, my boy been drawing a tough hand.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready.
Where you want to go watch the game, Dylan?
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Oh, Javonte put it in that right hand and we get that first right there.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Again, it's Williams. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown! Devin Duvernay from 19 yards away. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
This guy.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right, throw it out the window. Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just
I thought that was
good. It's time now to lean on that leadership. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming.
Yeah, Ricky. Both my Rickies got picked.
And the Ravens are going to have great field position.
I love it.
This is returned just shy of midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49.
He's really
eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
No question that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
It's intercepted. And the Titans are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Well, this will look to throw on first down. Buying time to his left. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Titans. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
I gotta get back to my workout grind this week, man.
Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
Yeah, I'm
and down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jackson going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 37. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they started some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Jackson will throw again.
You like to hear commentary and fucking shit.
The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
You want to be right there when we're on
still throwing with this kind of a lead. You start playing a little more physically, and they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
4th down. Here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty.
Usually, I don't think the commercial starts
football on the turnover on downs.
Yeah.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, we have an exact. Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. And the Ravens are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They begin the drive with Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes
in
the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because
I know all the black folks gonna be eating all the wings.
Try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme.
And I said the one I'm about to play. I didn't say the one I'm in right now in the second quarter.
Well, the other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
See what happens when you add? Should happen.
Jackson. Flush to his right.
Oh my God.
Incomplete.
Lamar, you should have.
Couldn't rein it in.
I just wish it's a way for us to throw that down.
Trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a first down.
Like, he speaks shirt. Wearing the shirt today, but he has Lamar, stay one more.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They go play action with Jackson. They'll roll him out right to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need,
I used to really like that play.
Because this one,
my offensive line is really good. And it's the Titans. They don't have they got Jeffrey Simmons. Harold Landry's not getting away from Stanley over there.
Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add
Watt is somebody that I feel like doesn't go crazy.
Him and Tracy following the touchdown.
Like, and you know, I would add Khalil Mack to that too. Like, even though they're like rated high, like, you know, people like Nick Bosa, Joey Bosa. What's his name? Micah, Miles Garrett. Like, those people, they be going crazy regardless.
No doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And they're going to get this beyond the 40.
Man, I'm not going to get my sacks, but
that one goes for 24 yards.
I don't think I got a sack.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield. It's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for the Titans. 55 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball,
we're going to run to it here. Let's see if it works.
Left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Run commit.
Henry again. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown.
At least I think I did on it.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
The try here for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
I mean, in our league, you can quit if you want to. So,
the Raven offense set at the line for
this next drive. I'm gonna keep playing.
We've reached the stage where it's a mere
the guy that just commented on my
they've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope
I'm not gonna call
time out
here
because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay. Finding room at midfield.
Ooh!
And they're going to have this across midfield.
If I had broke that, Dylan.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Jackson. Throw right side complete to Williams.
When you play catch, they like to play on that defensive line. It's so much easier.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Not going to react to.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
We don't have nearly as much skill as we do.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Tucker now to add the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
This is, you can go on to go to your playbook and either start erasing all the plays if you want to erase all of them, or do you know playbook that you really like that you
the
can
preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Tucker to add the PAT.
He threw the pick.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big
lead.
Please.
Nigga, if I'm tired of losing, I just run. I ain't gonna hold you.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Like I said, I'm not gonna call no timeouts or nothing, but I'm gonna keep playing.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
Dude, I'm not gonna call no timeouts with 30 seconds left. If you know, letting the time run out.
He's tackled at the 20.
That's the lead. I'm gonna keep scoring.
Set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think
we in a division with Chris. I got to score as many points as I can. Just take any that tiebreaker. We know Chris is going to put 90 on anything.
And figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally,
ooh, nigga, how does Marlon Humphrey get took by a no name?
This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A big play that time for the Titans. 63 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On first down, Willis.
Wow, Roquan.
Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. But this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point. But, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchdown.
Mama Kelsey.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last two drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Well, partner, under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with.
Like, are you watching this, Dylan?
Win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this.
Like, this is the first bad deal that he
did. Meant for the big stage, and when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly.
And that's me that's coming in punching, but he punches it, gets it out.
So for the Ravens, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville.
Yeah, they don't start on the other one. I was thinking about getting it worked out today, too. But I feel like today is one of those days where time is going to get away from me really quickly.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me.
Yeah, that, and if you're going to pick up food, are you going to pick up food first? The thing about me, though, is that Karen doesn't give a fuck about the game. So I could just send her to go get some food.
It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive.
She's like a part of the 5 people in the game in Kansas City that don't give a shit. Nigga, how did he get that? He didn't do nothing that game. I mean, he got a couple of pressures, but none of those counted as sacks, but whatever. Whoa. Take off your shoes and take off your face. Did not know that. You be dropping that wisdom. Hey, +1 speed? Is he a 90 speed now? 91? Damn. Dang, they got that nigga a +1 speed. Man, I need Dolphe to get a. I need him to get a breakout this year and actually get it. Do you think that they don't care about nigga? What the hell? I got a 36 on my team. I don't know, but he's about to hit free agency in about 2 seconds. Might as well give him his upgrade. He's 30 years old. And what's even more crazy is that he's considered a bridge player. Or a trade target. Like what? Yeah, I should. Yeah, I should. Oh, my bad. I just released one. You see what I did there? Yeah, it's just sarcasm. Alright. Let me go put... I was saying, you don't think that they give Ritter more time? I mean, I feel you. I'm just saying, man. I know, bro. You caught me. No, it's not. Exactly. Yep. Tell them whole ass niggas I always make my stuff on there.